Hello, and welcome to my Pick 3 at a Glance family and the viewers. Thank you for visiting my channel today. Alrighty. This is Mo Money Terry here today with the Pick 3 at a Glance system for August the 15th, 2022. This is the tutorial video that I try to do every day. This strategy works for all states and anywhere in the country where Pick 3 is being played. All you have to do is just track your numbers. You don't have to worry about using tic-tac-toes or date sums or grids or flips with my system. All you have to use is the 1-1 rundown and understanding the mirroring system or the sister system as they call it. Really what it is just numbers that the opposite of each other out of the 1,000 numbers. Alrighty, number that came out for August the 15th, 2022. I'm sorry, that should be August 14th, 2022. That we always track yesterday's number. Today is the 15th. Yeah. Today is 15th, so this would be the 14th, August the 14th. Yesterday evening draw number was 825. I try to keep everything on track so people can keep up. All right. So I always start with the 1-1 rundown because it's the rundown that we use to create the Pick 3 at a glance sheet, and it's for you to be able to find out what column, whatever number it is that you're looking for, would be under. Alrighty. So we're going to be doing the 1-1 rundown on the 825. On the 825, August 14, 2022, evening draw. Last time it came out, February the 8th, 2022. It came out this year, and it was February the last time it was drawn. All right. So we got February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months difference when that number came out straight. Okay. I just like to, keep track of when the last time the numbers come straight so you can get an idea of how they're rotating and how by law of average these numbers will rotate. And why I say it takes 3 to 4 years for all the numbers to change position and rotate like they're going to rotate, because you get some numbers that will repeat. And that's why it takes so long for all the numbers to rotate. That's why you have to have a tracking system if you're serious about trying to win decent money with Pick 3, to know when the numbers fail, how they fail, and when they might fall in a position, and start a bucket list from the numbers that you're tracking, so you don't have to guess what numbers you're playing. You can always go to your bucket list and pull actual numbers because you know how they're rotating. That's the system. That's the strategy. Okay? Simple strategy with my system here, because all it is marking off numbers and checking the numbers. That's it. And one simple rundown that most people can really do. And all you do with the 1-1 rundown, you take the number that fell, whatever number it is, and place it under here, and you got 825, and you do the 1-1 rundown on. You go 1 to 8 is 9, 1 to 9 is 10. You don't use the 1, you use the 0, and the 0 in the first ones place. Then you add 1 to 0 is 1, 1 to 1 is 2, 1 to 2 is 3, 1 to 3 is 4, 1 to 4 is 5, 1 to 5 is 6, 1 to 6 is 7, and 1 to 7 is 8. Same number you get at the bottom, you get at the top. Okay, that lets you know you added correctly. Why I like using this 1-1 rundown is all you're doing is counting straight down in numerical order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you hit 0, you go 1, 2. 2 at the front, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Same here. You go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to the 9, you know the 1's going to be 10. You just use the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's on whatever number you put there. All right? So now what you want to do is find out on the master sheet what column this 825 would be under. All right? So what it is, these are the numbers that make up these columns here on the master sheet. Then you got 12 numbers here of straights and 10 numbers of the doubles. All right. A double is any number that has two like numbers in it, like 3 threes, 033, or 003. That's all I mean by doubles. Now, what we have here is 12, I call them base numbers. These numbers are the same that makes up 1,000 numbers. 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, and 037. All right? So if you were to do the 1-1 rundown on each one of these numbers, you would have 12 columns. Same with the doubles. 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 011, 022, 033, 044, triple zeros. If you do the 1-1 rundown on all these numbers, you'd have 10 columns. So you have basically 22 columns. And you place that all on one sheet. All right? Now, so we're looking for the 825 and what column it would be under. And I know it's going to be on column 12. And this is 12. And it's going to show up. Column 12 is 037. But when you go to column 12 and 037, the 852 will change orders to 582. It's the same number, but by the base number at the top being different, it's going to change the number to 582. It's the same number, but by the rotation, if you change this number around, then this changes all these numbers. If you change the 852, it'll change all these numbers here, or change it to match to the 582. All right. Now what we're going to do is go on the master sheet here. We're going to go to 12, column 12. And you go down to column 12 and you find the 852, and bam, you're going to check it off. And I got a check mark by it. It lets me know that it failed twice this year. We're tracking from here. I'm tracking from June to the end of the year. You know it's failed twice. Boom. That's how you know where the numbers are at any time at a glance. Because like I said, these 12 numbers make up 75% of the 1,000 numbers when they rotate in order. And then the doubles are going to make up the other 25%. All right? Because if you take these numbers, and it's 10 of them, but they can rotate in 6 different ways, that's going to be 60 numbers. And you got 12. So 12 times 60 gives you 720 numbers. All right, that you can look at a glance. And one glance and know where they are at any time. Then the doubles, you got 10 of them, 9 doubles, and they can come 3 different ways. And that will give you 30 numbers at a column you're looking at. And so you got 9 times 30 give you 270. So you got your 720 plus your 270 gives you 990, plus your triples that only can come one way is 10. And that gives you 1,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000 numbers. All on this simple sheet right here. If you don't do nothing today, get your pencil paper. Go ahead and write these 22 numbers down and do a 1-1 rundown on all 22 of them. And then you can go to the store and to a copying place and make copies and start following me today and see, don't that make a difference on how you start looking at your pick 3 numbers that you play. Reason being, at an instance, if say you got a column where nothing fell off of it in 3 months, if you do a monthly sheet, do monthly sheets, that's what I do. I do a yearly sheet. This here is basically based on what I do for the year. I'll check off all the columns for a yearly sheet to see at the end of the year what numbers are left and to analyze what data, the numbers are left, and then that way I play by law average. Those are the numbers I'm looking to play. Okay? And if you got a column and you hit, and you see a column by tracking ain't fail in 90 days, well, I look at them in 60 days. But in 90 days, you're going to play something off that column. And as you marking them off, you got an idea of what number is going to be the best number to play off the column. You don't have to do no tic-tac-toe, no day sum, no grid, no flips, and no 100 different rundowns, because you're looking at it all at a glance. All that's included here, because you're looking at the actual 1,000 numbers. You're looking at the actual straights, and you're looking at the actual doubles, and you're looking at the actual triples, period. This is what I call my baby. This was started the Pick 3 at a glance system, strategy system. I started with this sheet first. I just wrote it out. Now, I don't know how I made these numbers add up and be right, because I didn't do good in math, didn't like math in school, but I know it had to be from above. And that's what I'm going to say, because I don't know how I got this. But I know, because somebody asked me, how did I stop at the 30, go to 27, 37? I really don't. All I know is I played with it and added it up to make it work, and it worked. And the doubles were a little bit simpler for some reason to me, but the doubles came the same way. All right. Now, like I said, all you gotta do, look at the columns at a glance, mark them off, and as you marking them off through the months, and then you got your yearly sheet, you're gonna see what numbers are gonna be the net best numbers to play. You're gonna see what numbers are repeating. You're gonna see everything you need to see. You ain't gonna have to guess what numbers to play. You ain't gonna have to pull numbers out the air. And then thing is, if you don't have no numbers or build a bucket list, even when you hit and you win before a sheet like this, you didn't know where to get your next numbers from. You was just guessing. This eliminates all the guesswork, because you can see the actual numbers and what columns they didn't fall off and what columns they didn't fall off of. And if a column goes 4 months, you know if you hitting where you're going to get your numbers from automatically. So like I said, take these 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown, go get you some copies made, and start tracking me today. Just follow me today. And then another beauty of this thing here is on each column, any of these numbers, you can see at a glance it's opposite, or it's mirrored number, or they call it sister mirrored number. I'll call it opposite number. And the way you do that, like this grid here, is made up for that system. Say, like I said, you got 000 to 499, which is your top numbers. You got your 500 to 999, which is your bottom numbers. Okay. So what you're doing, say you playing 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7, 8 come in. They just played the opposite number of the number you was playing. If you playing 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3 come in, they just play the top number instead of playing your bottom number. Okay? Same way here. You playing 8, 9, 0, and 3, 4, 5 come in. They just played your opposite number. And that helps, because I'm going to tell you how it helps here. All right, let's go to the 037. And the 037 really is the opposite number of the 582 that we just did, because the 5 is opposite of a 0, 0 opposite of a 5. Okay, same here. 5 opposite of 0, 0 opposite of 5. And then the 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of a 3. 8 opposite of 3, 3 opposite of 8. And the 7, okay, 7 opposite of 2, 2 opposite of 7. 7 opposite of 2, 2 opposite of 7. That's on any of these columns that you write down and you make. You're going to always be able to find their opposite. Reason why I like that is because if you playing, again, if you tracking the columns and you see that in one of these columns for just say for 3 months, that the number and its opposite didn't play, those are the two numbers you're looking to play. Because by law average, one of those is going to come out. or add to your bucket list. If you look at a column, and that does happen, you can get 4 numbers where the number and its opposite did come out. You normally don't get too much more than that. Then you want to play those 4 and they opposite if you're looking for numbers to play. Okay? Because if you start at the beginning, say you start at January, and you've been tracking each month, and then you hit, and you know on one of the columns hadn't been out in 3 months, where you going to get your next numbers from? Because you're playing by the law of average. One of them, a number going to come off that column, and you'll start seeing that as you tracking. It's very simple. All right? I think I explained that pretty much. All right, and my next strategy, which I'm going to show you, is came after I birthed the Pick 3 at a glance. I started adding these and saying, okay, what else can I add that will make it easier for me to know what number to play? Oh man. All right. Excuse me, I'm a little unorganized here for some reason. One of them days, I guess. All right. Well, I'm going to strategy number 2. Like I said, this is, I call that my baby. Strategy number 1. That got me to start. Strategy number 2 is pairs. Well, I'd be looking for what pair might not fall in 60 days or 90 days. I track the pairs. The way I track them, you see where this 825 is? What I do is I mark off the 25, I mark off the 28, and I mark off the 58. All right? Because it's a straight and it's got 6-way combination, so it's going to have 3 pairs. Okay, and those 3 pairs I mark off. If it's a double, it's going to only have 2 pairs, say 1, 1, 2. You got 1, 1, I mark off the 11, and I mark off the 12. It's going to only have 2 pairs. Whatever the double is, say it's 550, I mark off the 55, I mark off the 05. That's how you do it. And then I track the pairs. That way I know when I hit and I see a pair like we found in 23 hadn't hit in 100 days, then I start playing. I pick it up and I hit the on this, well, the 25 on the calendar. I keep it on, I'm marking on the calendar. I hit the 239, the 32, 230. I didn't play on it, but I knew it was coming. So see there, that's how they roll. That's how you can hit them if you keep an eye on the pairs. And then you got the 825 that came on yesterday on the 14th. Okay, that's how you do the pairs. And then my third strategy is the I call it number positioning, because I want to know what position a number, when it don't hit, or you can call it code, what position that number is in. So I'll know what position to play that number in if I'm playing a number with that number in it. I guess that makes sense, playing a number with that number in it. So for instance, let's say, and I did from 0 to 9 on 3 columns. I made 3 columns. And let's say the 825, what I would do is I mark off the 8 in the first column, I mark off the 2 in the second column, and I mark off the 5 in the third column, like that. Okay, so at the end of the month, whatever number's not played, I'll make sure I keep an eye on it. So if I'm playing a number with it, but that number that didn't play, I know where to place it at. Like say you playing 1, 2, 3 here, okay? And then you know that 2 didn't fall in the one spot all day, all month. You play 2, 3, 1 or 2, 1, 3. If you don't do number 50 cents straighted, and then play this here, you know, if you're playing 1, 2, 3, just keep playing this straight box. Okay, because the likelihood of that 2 showing up in that system is great. Okay, then we have strategy number 4. Strategy number 4, I track the front pair and the back pair. Not just the pairs, but I track the front pair and the back pair. And the way I do that, okay, that 8-2, I go here, I mark off the 8-2, and I go down, I mark off the 2-5, right there, 2-5. And the reason I do that, and this is a yearly sheet here, I do yearly. The other one up there with the pairs is a monthly sheet to keep track of. This is my yearly sheet. So what throughout the year, I know any time what front pair and back pair hadn't failed, just by marking it off on this sheet. And what I do, I let it go through and see what pairs are left. If it go, whatever pairs are left at the end of the year too, I'm tracking all year though, in case something sticks out. Whatever pairs are left at the end of the year, the front and the back. If say 09 front don't fall and 90 back don't fall, then I'm gonna play 090 as my number off my bucket list. I'm gonna put it in my bucket list to play when I hit. And last year 09 front and 90 back didn't fall, so I did pull 090 off my bucket list and I hit it pretty decent. That's how you're gonna hit the money. That's how you're gonna hit them. You got to know at all times where your front pairs, your back pairs, where your number positioning, what pairs didn't fall, how long it took them to fall. But you're doing it all at a glance. You're doing it all at a glance. Same here. This here is number 5. What I did was take all the doubles and put them in positions to mirror each other. Reason I did that, I want to know at a glance what number double and his opposite didn't fall. Now you can do that same thing on the master sheet. You can do the same thing on the master sheet. Just, look down and see what opposite is, because all of them are in there. But I wanted to know, I wanted a separate sheet just to, at a glance, to know what pairs didn't fall together and what they didn't mirror together. So this here is a yearly sheet. You're gonna keep track of it yearly. So reason I do that, I know at instant what mate number didn't match up or his mirror number didn't fall. That way, if say 119 and his mirror or the opposite 664 didn't fall, I got my eye on them, because on law average they got to fall. Or if say the 119991 didn't fall, I got my eye on them at a glance. Okay. Now at the end of the year, say most I would say a couple of columns, maybe 3 columns. At the end of this year, say the 119, nothing fell off it. The 334, nothing fell off it. I'm looking at them to play into the next year. I'm gonna be playing those. Because I know by law average, something going to fall off of one of these here. I'm looking at to add those into my bucket list. But I'm watching them as they fall through the year. Now, if they fall through the year and it wasn't time for me to grab them yet, I got my eye on them. I know, hey, they didn't fail already. I'll look at the 334, see when it falls. Then if I hit, then I'll pick them up to play. You're always going to have numbers to play with this system. You ain't got to guess. You always have your eye on the ball or your finger on the pulse, always. And it's more likely to me that you're gonna be able to hit them and make money than pulling numbers out of the air. And this here with this system, it take you all of 10 minutes to do what I just went through to demonstrate to you if you got these sheets. And I'm kind of trying to work to try to put the sheets together where I can have it where people can download them or print them out. As soon as I take a break here, I'm videoing every day, family. So I'm gonna take a little break. Probably one day, I'll come up with a system where people are calling me now, and I'm just telling them on the phone really how to make the sheets. And some of them are being able to see them from the video. They've made a beautiful system from the video one of the subscribers sent it to me, and I probably will show you all that. I'll post it and show how good a job she did. Yeah, she did a beautiful job with putting all of them together, all the strategies together. She got them on her wall. She got them on her wall with a marker where she can track. I mean, that's how I started too. I started on the wall. I made my printed paper, put them on the wall, taped them up to the wall. I did that for a long time. Yeah, but that's pretty it, family. I think that's covering it today. All right now. All right. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.